Hello and welcome dear students. I am Mani Badwar and worked as head of department in many engineering colleges. Now I am working in Vedant College of Engineering and Technology, Kota, Rajasthan. So I have got more than 15 years of experience teaching analytical subjects of civil engineering like strength of material, theory of structures, design of steel structures and design of concrete structures. Today I am going to discuss a very important problem from tension member of steel structures. That is how to calculate the strength of a tension member. So what is the question? First you read the question. Determine the tensile strength of a plate that is in size 120 mm by 8 mm. That is its width is 120 mm and its thickness is 8 mm. Connected to 12 mm thick gusset plate. It is connected to a gusset plate whose thickness is 12 mm with bolts as shown in figure. The yield point strength of the steel plate is 250 megapascal, it is given, and ultimate strength of the steel plate is 400 megapascal, it is also given. The diameter of the bolts are 16 mm. So we can see the connection between two plates. One is gusset plate. This trapezoidal shape is showing a gusset plate, and another plate is connected to gusset plate which has size 120 by 8 mm. That means its width is 120 mm and its thickness is 8 mm. The thickness of the gusset plate is also given, that is 12 mm. Both the plates are made up of steel and their ultimate strength is 400 megapascal and yield point strength is 250 megapascal. Now what we are going to calculate is to find the tensile strength of the connection. The connection is made up of bolts, the tension plate and the gusset plate. So whenever a pull comes, the tension member behaves like increasing its length. We all know that what is tension member. Tension member is basically a member of a structure of a frame or a pin jointed truss that is used to take axial pulls. So in this case, this is also a tension member. You can assume that it is a part of a frame or truss. So what is given over here? You can see the bolts are connected in such a manner that gusset plate and the tension member make a rigid joint, and distances are marked. I am going to explain the distances. This is the distance between two consecutive fasteners in direction of load. The load is applied in a x direction, and the distance between two consecutive fasteners is 60 mm. So this is 60 mm, this is 60 mm, and it is called, what is it is called? It is pitch. It is denoted by small p. Likewise, the distance between two consecutive fasteners in direction perpendicular to the applied load. This is the direction of the applied load and this is the perpendicular direction. So the consecutive distance between two fasteners, it is also given 60 mm. So both pitch and gauge is denoted by small g. So both pitch P and G is 60 mm. Also the end distances are marked as 30 mm consecutively. This is 30 mm and this is 30 mm. So this is the question we have to explain. Now I am going to take next step over this question. First of all, I am going to write down the given data. So first step of solving is question in steel or concrete and whatever may be the subject, you first take out the data from the given question. So as you can see, we have already seen that diameter of the bolt used are 16 mm. So diameter of the drilled hole would be 16 plus 2, that is 18 mm. We need more size of the drilled hole to insert the bolt into the plates. So diameter of the drilled hole will be 2 mm extra. And what is thickness of the plates? One is 8 mm, that is the main plate. It is main plate, and it got the thickness of 8 mm, and thickness of the gusset plate is 12 mm. So minimum thickness out of two plates is 8 mm. Why am I calculating the minimum thickness? Because whenever axial pull or any kind of load exists, the failure of the plate will initiate in the lower thickness. So the lower thickness of out of two plates is 8 mm. So the main plate will be rupture or fail in application of external load. Another thing what is given, that is yield strength of the plate material 250 megapascal. Ultimate strength of the plate material is 400 megapascal. Pitch, that is distance between two consecutive fasteners in direction of load, is 60 mm. Gauge, distance between two consecutive fasteners in direction perpendicular to the applied load, is also 60 mm. And distance and edge distance, it is given 30 mm. So this is all data we have taken from the question itself. Now our next step is to solve this question. Now our next step is to calculate the strength of the tension plate. So all we know that in a tension failure there are three patterns of failure exist. First is gross failure. Gross failure means the section or the member which is connected with the help of gusset plates is going to fail in between. Here the connections are made. It is for example. So it is going to fail in between the section like this. And how it will fail? It will fail in yielding. The length of this particular part, or all the length will increase. We know that in case of tension member, the length of the member increases. But in a certain part, length of the member increases more in proportionally. So here in this part, the length will increase like this beside the other region, and it will finally fail in the cup and cone failure method in this region. So we can take this part of the tension member as failure. The formula used in calculating the gross failure strength of a tension member is TDG. G represents gross failure tension strength. It is calculated by formula AgFy upon gamma m naught. Here gross area of the plate, I am going to take the least thickness plate, that is main plate, and its what would be the area? It would be 120 into 8 mm, the width and the thickness. So gross area will be 120 into 8. Fy, it is given in the question itself, it is 250 megapascal. Gamma m naught, it is partial factor of safety. And we take generally its value is 1.1 in case of yielding failure. So putting all these values, we can calculate TDG in Newton or kilonewton. I am not going to calculate the process. I am going to eliminating here, and you can put the values, the predefined or calculated values over here, and the result will come here. in Newton or kilonewton. What I am going to calculate is, next step is to calculate another kind of tension strength, that is second type of tension strength is, all we know that it is net rupture. Net rupture failure strength. And you should remember, the gross failure can happen anywhere besides the connection, and net rupture failure will happen at the places of connections. So at connections, we know that what we have given a gusset plate and a tension member connected with the help of bolts like this. With bolts like this, 3 number of bolts are there in each row, and distances we already know, this is 60, this is 60, this is 60, and this is 60, and these distances are 30, this is 30 from edge, this is 30, this is 60. So in calculating net rupture failure strength, we will first study the failure pattern. The crack will travel in this way at junctions or joints. So we can easily presume this pattern when load exceeds the limiting failure strength of the material. The crack will propagate from one end to another end like this. So in this case, what IS 800 recommended net rupture failure, N represent for net rupture failure strength. It is 0.9 AN FU upon gamma ml. So what is important over here is to calculate net area of the section at the point of crack. So AN will be, we know gross area of the plate is 120 and the thickness is 8 mm. But at the place of net rupture failure, two bolt holes exist. So the area would be reduced at these locations by the diameter of the bolt. So length will now become 120 minus diameter of the first drilled hole, that is 16 plus 2, and minus diameter of the second drilled hole. Hole will be multiplied with the thickness of the plate to calculate the net area of the section. We can easily calculate over this. Gamma ml, that is partial factor of safety, which is taken as 1.25 in case of ultimate failure. So putting all these values together in this equation, we can calculate TDN. So I am not going to calculate it. You can easily put the value calculated in net area, gamma ml and FU. All it is given in example itself, it is 400 megapascal. So we can calculate the net rupture failure strength of the tension member. We have already calculated the gross failure strength. Now we have calculated the net rupture failure strength. Third strength is the block shear strength. So due to shortage of duration, I am not going to explain the third. The final strength of the tension member will be, the least of the three strengths. That is, one is gross strength, that is second is net rupture strength, and third one is block shear strength. the least of the three calculated value would be the strength of the tensile member.